Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fem Tarot. I'm Natalie, your international psychic medium. And over here, we don't do fluff, we cut straight to the truth. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone is doing well. I hope you've had a great weekend, an even better week. And welcome, everybody. How is everyone doing? All right. I want to say, I think it was, yeah, there you go. It was Rafael's comment here in the chat. You've noticed this week, I started an hour. Is it earlier? Yeah, an hour later. No, an hour later for the US and Canada. And there's a reason for that. It's because you guys in the US and Canada, you're back in summertime. And we haven't changed. Our clocks haven't gone back or forward. Sorry, they haven't gone forward. They go forward next Sunday, which is why, the time has been off. But next Sunday, will we be back on our regular timing, regular programming, all of it. All right. A quick hello to everyone in the chat as we wait for more people to enter the room. Happy Sunday, Anna. It's so good to see you all. It's so good to see you, beautiful femmies. The fam is here. Sunday is our favorite day. I didn't know much about this either, so we're going to look into this. It's a very fascinating case. There's a lot I feel that's going to come through today. I already started connecting before. I will give you all the deets in a minute. Hello. Isa, happy Sunday. Hello to you too. It's Sunday fun day indeed, and we need a little bit of fun, even though the readings are not fun per se, but it's fun being together and hanging out and just interacting with each other. Happy Sunday. Good. That's what I like to hear. Absolutely. Yay, fam time. Happy Sunday. You're all so beautiful. I love to see you. We are in Aries. Happy Aries season, everybody, and happy spring as well. It's officially the second day of spring. And speaking of spring, in case you've missed it, yesterday, out of the blue, surprise, I did record and post on the same day my predictions for spring and summer. These are downloads, visions, dreams, information that I got from my meditation sessions. This is what I got. I put them together and I put them in a video. So if you haven't watched it already, do watch it. I go straight to the point. I'm just boom, giving you everything that I got with a lot of clarity. And a lot of people in the comments loved the video, and there were some complaining. They were like, oh my God, this was too blunt or this was too direct. If you haven't heard what I said at the beginning, we don't do fluff here. We cut straight to the truth. And right now, everything that's happening right now in the world, there's no time for fluffy unicorns and glitter. It's time for the truth. It's time. And this is not to fear monger anyone. This is for awareness, because I want you guys to be safe. I want you guys to be good and well. And I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not. The age of Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius. Okay. This is what happens. But I'm always here to it's for awareness, raising awareness, and I'm here to help you guys. Okay. And I'll share with you, I'll tell you guys what I tell my kids. Not that I see you as my kids, but you know what I mean. If you don't see me panicking, if you don't see me worried, then there's no need for you to feel panicked or worried. Okay. If I come out here and I say one day, I don't think this is going to happen, but you never know. If one day I come here and I'm like, you guys, listen, this is what I got. I got this download. This is what I got from Spirit. Doesn't look good. You need to protect yourselves. Whatever it is, I'm going to come out and tell you. You will know from my energy. I've already predicted a big earthquake happening here in Greece and in Turkey. Big one. Do you see me panicking? No, I'm like, okay, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I've done all the prep work We have drinking water. We have bottles and bottles, liters of drinking water at home. We have stock of like rice, pasta. We have non-perishables. We have canned food. We've got everything we need for a few days in case there's a blackout or in case there's an earthquake and there, who knows, there might be a blackout or whatever it may be. Okay. So keep your cool, everybody. Keep your cool. And one thing that I'm going to remind you, which I did say at the end of that video, of the spring summer predictions, is we can change the outcome of things. We absolutely can. We are part of the collective. We are one. So if we pray, if we put out positive energy, we raise our vibrations, and we meditate, and we embrace the world, and we give the collective and the world the love that it needs, we can absolutely change the outcome of things. So it really boils down to us. If we're going to panic, and if we're going to be fearful, and if we're going to stress, and if we're going to run around like headless chickens, we're not helping ourselves. We're not helping the collective. So we need to stay calm. Stay calm. Be vigilant. Use your intuition and stay calm. And speaking of intuition, this workshop that we have on the 2nd of May, it's a 4-hour intensive workshop that I'm doing with Tina, who's an angel healer. You've seen her here on this channel. Let me tell you, you may need this. Why? Because we're activating all your chakras, your crown chakra. We are helping you connect to spirit. And when you do, you will feel that you're so connected to spirit, you will have a sense of calm. And at the same time, your intuition or your spidey senses are going to be so high, so in tune with the collective, that you'll be able yourself to pick up what's happening. So this is the timing of this workshop. It's by no accident. Okay. I think it will really, really help you. Everything is linked down below for this workshop. And please remember, we have limited place. I believe we have 10 more spaces available because we want to keep it intimate. This is a safe space. It is going to be a safe container. So we want to keep it small and intimate. And if this is successful, or if we see that there is a demand or a need for it, then we're going to do a second workshop in summer at some point, maybe June, July. All right. Okay. Let me see what you guys are doing. Yes, happy Aries season to all Aries. My sister is an Aries. My mother-in-law is an Aries. So I have quite a few. I've got a lot of Aries friends. I'm an Aquarius. So I'm drawn to fire signs, and fire signs are drawn to me. So I have a lot of Aries in my life. Oh, my hair today. Sorry. All right. For years, they should know to be ready. I agree. And this is something that I've been saying to a lot of people here in Greece as well. Acquaintance, anyone who's open to hear me. And they're all like, yeah, they're just so unbothered about it. It's crazy. And I'm like, all right, I warned you. Always have some cash around. But people are like, yeah, whatever. Okay. Absolutely. And I do have, and thank you, Allison, for bringing that up, because I do want to share with you guys that I will put out a surprise for you next week here on YouTube. Okay. It's going to be a meditation. And this meditation is to help you. It's for you to connect to a sense of calm and peace, but it's also to help the collective. And if we all do this, it's going to be like a 5 to 7 minutes. It's not going to be a long meditation. It's going to be enough for you to do this in the morning, just before you go to work, or when you come back home in the evening. So this is to put it out there, and this is to help you as well. So I'm already working on it, and it will I will post it next week at some point. So do make sure you guys that you are, and I'm talking about because we have new subscribers as well. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. And also when you do subscribe, don't forget to click on the bell in order for you to get notifications, because indeed I do go live on Sundays or every Sunday. But as you know, sometimes I may surprise you during the week. I may surprise you. So the only way you'll know is if you're following me on Instagram and if you've got your notifications on here on YouTube. All right, let me just bring out my little disclaimer here. Everything that we're going to say here today, everything is based on my psychic insights. It's for entertainment purposes only. It's not based on facts. Just keep that in mind. Hello, Joey. Hope you're doing well. And Danielle is in the house. Hello, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Whenever I say gorgeous, it sounds New Yorkin. Crazy. All right, everybody. Are you ready to start? Okay, so we'll start off with this case of William Neal McCasland. I think I'm pronouncing it right. So this guy, William Neal McCasland, I cannot get his name right. I've got my notes here. Is a UFO expert and an Air Force Major General that went missing on the 27th of February of this year. What is interesting is that he went missing one day before the war started in the Middle East. It is a very strange and curious case of this one. Let me get rid of this real quick because it's distracting. Right? Because he left his home in New Mexico on foot, but he left behind his prescription glasses, his phone, but he did take with him, well, they don't know if he took his wallet and his pew-pew. He had a pew-pew. Those are also missing along with him. So they're assuming or presuming that he took his wallet and pew-pew with him. But there's been no trace whatsoever where William, I'm going to call him William, where William is. Now, it's very interesting because there are ramblings, all right, about the fact that William was privy. Obviously, he was a UFO expert and he was privy and I believe in charge of classified information regarding extraterrestrials and UAPs. Now, I didn't go deep into this case, all right? And I will play for you a video which sums up everything because there's another case that happened 8 months. There's another disappearance that happened 8 months before William. And guess what? This is a woman. And this woman was a very good colleague. And I believe that we're also friendly with each other with William. So what screams fishy is this. So let me play this video for you guys just because it sums really good. It's from News Nation. It's from a journalist who's actually in New Mexico, and they are covering this case. So let's look at the video. I will start shuffling the cards and connecting to Spirit. And after the video, I will share with you what I got from Spirit just before we came on. As you know, I always tune in before I start these lives or before I start recording videos to see what comes through. And then with the help of my cards or during this reading, I'm wide open. I'm just going to allow for Spirit to send through information and anything that is deemed important for this case. So let's play the video while I'm shuffling.
Covered a really strange twist while out here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, investigating the disappearance of retired U.S. Air Force General Neal McCasland. And it actually has to do with a completely different missing persons case hundreds of miles away. So get this, 9 months ago, a woman by the name of Monica Reza disappeared while hiking in the Los Angeles forest. By all accounts, she had been hiking with a friend. Things had been completely normal. That friend had turned around, saw Monica, she smiled and waved, and they continued on their hike. And then moments later, he turns around and Monica was nowhere to be found. So search and rescue crews went out to the forest. They searched for Monica for days, and her body was never found, still has not been found to this day. Now, what makes this so interesting is that Monica Reza actually knew and worked with General McCaslin, who's missing right here in New Mexico. Reza was an aerospace engineer. She had invented this special type of metal that was used in rockets. It was a program that was funded by the United States government, and it was a program that was overseen by General McCaslin while he was still in the United States Air Force. So now, all within less than 1 year, both Monica Reza, the aerospace engineer, and General Neil McCaslin here in New Mexico have essentially vanished off the face of the earth with no trace of either of them. So this was something I brought up to the Bernalillo County Sheriff here in Albuquerque, who's investigating the disappearance of the general. I asked whether or not they knew about this, if they've linked the two cases, and whether or not maybe they're communicating with law enforcement in California about it. And I'm still waiting to hear back on whether or not they've connected the two.
Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. So interesting. While I was shuffling, I was showing you the cards. You couldn't see them. But I just wanted to show you that I had jumper cards, and the cards are very chatty today. Let me tell you. So I asked the cards and I asked Spirit, show me William. What can you tell me about William right now? I'm connecting to his energy now, present tense. I will also share with you what I got before, but I just want to show you the jumper cards real quick. First one, 7 of Swords. Are we surprised? This is sneaky business. This is dirty business. Sneaky, okay? Someone who's got bad intentions here. Today, by the way, I'm going to mix a little bit some oracle cards as well. This deck, I don't remember. I don't have the box here. I don't remember what it's called. But if anyone's interested in this oracle deck, I will link it down below as well after this live. I will pin it maybe in the comments. All right. So I thought this would be a great time to, I don't know, I just felt drawn and called to use this deck. There is a reason when that happens. I haven't used them in a while. Anyways, let me get back to this. Let me show you what the oracle cards, because I had two jumper cards. The one was loyal heart. This is him. Okay, this is him having a loyal heart, being loyal, being a patriot. Someone who works for the government or the military, the Air Force specifically, okay? Someone's very loyal and to his duty, okay? Wait a second. I just got goosebumps right now. I've just gone cold. Higher power. Can you see it? Can you see it? I hope you can see it. My camera can. There you go. Higher power. Something higher power to him, okay, has been, in a sense, involved in what is happening with William, what happened to William, what is happening now. Before I pull more cards, I'm just going to share with you what I got. I wrote them down. I always do. The first thing that I heard was William saying, don't want to be found. It's the first thing. As soon as I set the intention of connecting to his energy and his spirit, I heard, don't want to be found. Very stern, very stern. Then I heard the name Jeffrey. I know people are going to think that he's talking about Epstein. It's a coincidence. I didn't, because I asked my guides, like, is he referring to Epstein? Just checking. Nothing to do with Epstein. But I heard the name Jeffrey and I wrote it down. Then I was shown a USB stick, all right, with classified information. William was holding it, okay, and he kept repeating, I don't want to be found. It didn't have an I. It was like, don't want to be found. You know, it was just that type of energy. There's some kind of information he received, and I believe that information is in the USB stick that he showed me. I because it's classified, I wasn't allowed to see what's inside these files, okay, or inside this USB stick. The other thing that he screamed at me, not in a rude way, just to make sure, but maybe because he has a military background, he sounds a lot more stern, a lot more abrupt. But he said, I'm not suicidal. Not suicidal. Again, he didn't say I'm not. He said, not suicidal, don't want to be found. These are the two sentences, the two things that I heard from William very, very clearly when I connected to his energy. Now, I kept the whole day today because before I do these lives, I tell you this all the time, but before do these lives, and especially when I need to connect to someone that I'm not sure if they're, here on earth or they've passed on, I always during the day, I'm like connecting to their energy, I'm connecting to my guides. I'm just allowing the whole day to see. So I'm basically wide open. I'm just allowing to see what comes through. And the whole day, I just felt that William is not going to be found alive. It's not going to be found alive. Yesterday, on yesterday's video, on the predictions video, I mentioned this case because it was one of those predictions that I had written down. So basically, I just shared with you everything that I'd written down since January, since the last video that I made with predictions. So the last couple of months, what I've received, wrote it down and shared it with you guys. Now, yesterday, one thing that I was getting was that the month of September is going to be a very significant month for this case, for the case of William McCasland. And I got just before we started this live, and I got that he will be found, but he won't be found alive, unfortunately. The other thing that I heard was CIA knows. Okay, I'm quoting. CIA knows. This wasn't from William, this was from Spirit. There's also another governmental classified group, which is a group specializing and involved in anything aliens or extraterrestrials that we don't know about. This is what I got, that it's not something that is known. Okay, it's a classified group. So I heard CIA involved in this group. I couldn't even hear the name. I'm not allowed to know it because if I know it, if I hear it, I will share it. And I think that my guides are just like, just chill, girl. And the other thing that I did feel and I did see was that he felt like he was under threat, like he was threatened. Okay, his life was in danger. He was clearly threatened, and it has to do with information that some information is in that USB stick and some is not. It's somewhere else. This is all I got before we started. So now we're going to use the cards and obviously Spirit and my guides to help me. I will say that I believe that today, right now, he's still with us. So he hasn't passed on yet. But I keep getting that. That he's not going to be found alive, unfortunately, and very, very sadly. So let me just ask. So I asked my cards to show me William. So let me see. What else can you tell me about that day? Too many cards just flew out. So I'm going to put them back in the deck, okay? So I'm going to ask guides now. What happened okay. I had the Empress. Ooh, hold on. The Empress was in reverse. Okay. The Empress, there's a woman. There's a woman in reverse. Somehow there's a woman here involved. Not a nice woman, not a nurturing woman. And then I have the Page of Wands. It is also Wands. It's also something new. Something changed, something happened which changed everything. And then I have the Empress. Let me clarify who this Empress is. I'll keep her in reverse. Okay, hold on. So, what made him leave his home and disappear? What made William leave his home and disappear on the 27th of February, please? Did you see that? One card flew. Hold on. Oh, hold on. What was that? Oh, Four of Cups. Oh, he was preoccupied with something. Something was bothering him. He wasn't happy at all. At all. He was sad, upset. Something, I'll put it here, something was bothering him. You guys, if you have questions, wait until afterwards because I'm just focusing on the reading and I'm not focusing on the chat right now because I don't want to be distracted. So please save I will get to your questions, just save them for a bit later. All right, so I'm getting here the Four of Cups. Oh, let me just see what else comes through. So he was upset about something. He was worried about something because he received fresh new information. I got the Eight of Wands here. The Eight of Wands is a lot of energy coming your way, okay? It could be good, it could be bad. It's a lot of energy. Sometimes it's energy that can be overwhelming and it can catch you off guard as well if you are not prepared about something. So, and I have a lot of wands here. I have cups. I have the Seven of Swords, which was Seven of Swords is also thoughts and words, all right? It's communicating. So obviously here to me, he was told something, okay? Something that he deemed that information a threat. This is what I just heard. He deemed that information a threat to himself, his wife, and to others, I'm hearing. You guys, hold on. We'll unravel this. We will. We always do. I just got the 10 of Pentacles here. So something came to an end. So something came to an end because it was time to come to an end. Pentacles is also assets, it's also money. It's also investors or someone who is funding maybe a business or a project or something, but something was coming to an end. I keep hearing from guides, so even like budgeting and stuff like that. Was he working? So when you hear me asking questions and they seem like hypothetical questions, but they're actually not. It's basically I'm having a conversation with my guide. So I'm asking them, not you guys watching, okay? So this is my question here. Was he working on a top secret project or something involving aliens that was funded by someone? Maybe this Empress that I'm seeing in reverse, okay? This Empress, there's a woman involved. And they just pulled the plug on this because too much information came through, or there was just, that's Six of Swords moving in. They are moving, or they were moving certain information, and even I'm seeing and hearing physical specimens, for lack of a better word, but just to make it more clear, moving them somewhere else because they're not, they want to hide something. They are hiding something, and I feel that William was not on board, with this, especially after the disappearance of his colleague Reza. I believe her name was Reza. Interesting. Let me pull. So I pulled the Nine of Pentacles, and you know what I heard? So almost like it's not the bribe card, but when I pulled that, I heard bribing. It's not. It's usually not this. This is not the card for bribing, but Nine of Pentacles. Just I heard. Hold on. Let me use the Oracle card. What else can you tell me about his disappearance? William's disappearance, please. A little ASMR for you guys. Don't forget to like this video. Interesting. Regeneration. I just pulled the card Regeneration. Oh, I'm telling you, some kind of, I keep feeling they lied to him. They lied to his whole team, not just him. They lied to him. Who's they? Maybe this secret classified government group involved in UAPs. Regeneration. You guys. I'll just share with you, but I want to pull one more card here. I'm just going to share with you what I got from my guides. One more card. Yep, this one wants to come out. Thank you. Community. It's not the alien community. I read this as us, the world, the collective, regeneration. So they were working on something just got goosebumps. This is validation. I'll share. They were working on, it feels like reverse engineering, okay? We know, or we suspect, okay, that's what they're doing in Roswell, Area 51, Arizona, what they're doing with some of the UAPs that crashed on Earth and the military had access to them, that they reverse engineer in order to understand alien technology. This is not all. I'm getting reverse engineering when it comes to the extraterrestrial themselves, their DNA, their the way they just their physique and how their bodies work. Oh. That was what they were working on. The secret project. I heard that he wasn't leading the team, but he was somewhat of like a specialist, expert consultant in this group. I'm not talking about maybe it is the secret group that I got before. Maybe he was involved in this. Queen of Cups. He was very passionate about this and about the findings and the results of whatever they were working on. And then he got some kind of, he received some kind of information that made him feel threatened, that his life was in danger. Something else I forgot to share with you guys. Since yesterday, and whenever I think about William, I keep hearing whistleblower. Was he about to whistleblow on these findings? This is where I'm going with this. Was he about to whistleblow regarding what these experiments or these, I don't know what they were doing, okay, regarding extraterrestrials, and they found out. Maybe it has to do with the findings. I keep hearing findings of these experiments and stuff. And I feel that he was about to reveal these findings and come out to the public and reveal certain things. I don't feel that he was going to reveal everything, but I'm getting that he was about to reveal semi-classified information. Whatever this is, he was not comfortable with. Hanged man. He was supposed to. Something stopped him. I feel his wife stopped him, because they're taking me back to 2025, late 2024, early 2025. And I feel that was when he felt. You guys, when was the Congress thing? It was last year this time. It was last January, wasn't it? January of 2025, when they had the Congress about disclosure of aliens and UAPs. Well, I'm getting that last year he was supposed to come out and share and speak out about certain things involving aliens and warn people. What's going on in the chat? What did I miss? Thank you, Carrie, for reminding everyone to hit the like button. Yeah, I'll get to your questions as soon as I'm done. Jada, why do we have trolls in the chat? Or not go to alien. All right, I'll get to those questions. I just don't want to be distracted right now. But if we have trolls, the mods can give them a little bit of a warning, and if they don't comply with the rules of the community, then bye. I'm just saying, if we do, I don't know. All right, so moving on. Okay. I have written some questions as well, just to keep me on track. So, okay, then my next question is, was he involved in something sinister? Let's look at that. We know he was involved in the secret project. Well, he was involved in aliens and all that. That wasn't secret, but there was also like a sub project or a side project that was very classified. Val's like, please give me a troll to eat. Don't forget to sprinkle some sugar. Okay, good. Thanks, Danny. There are no trolls. Okay, because I saw someone's comment. Jada says, Natalie, don't listen to those people. Let them come for them, and then they will know people are stupid. So I don't know who Jada is referring to. So I assumed it was trolls, but we're good. We'll keep moving. We'll keep moving. We'll keep going. Keep moving. All right. So was he involved in something sinister? Okay, let me just do a quick shuffle. Okay, thanks everybody. Sometimes trolls will enter our living room here. And sometimes trolls just lurk and they don't say anything, and then they just leave a comment. They lurk during the chat, during the live, and then as soon as the live's over, they'll leave a comment, a troll comment. Sometimes I leave them up. I'm like, you know what? If you're going to troll, people are going to troll you because of your stupid comments. But anyways, all right. Was he involved in something sinister? No, he wasn't. He was a decent human being. This is what I'm getting. Four of Pentacles. No, the moon. Well, not sinister, but the moon is secrets, okay? What lies beneath. So he knew a lot of classified information, a lot of secrets that he kept. Very good at keeping secrets. I have the Four of Pentacles, very trustworthy, very like a vault, you know? Three of Pentacles. Yeah, working in a team and having people work with Two of Cups. I'm not getting that he himself was involved in something sinister. Two of Cups. Hold on. Nine of Swords. But he definitely saw things and had access to information that really stressed him out. Nine of Swords is, I can't sleep at night. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel good about the situation. I'm stressed. I'm overthinking. I'm riddled by anxiety. Justice. Was he about to whistleblow or expose others that were doing or that were involved in sinister things? And I'm going to say yes. Let me pull the an oracle card on this. Was he involved in something sinister, please? Was he involved in something sinister, please? Thank you. Two cards jumped out. Ooh, okay. I got never ending story. Okay. Something that never goes away. This is how I read it. Something that never goes away, keeps coming back, keeps coming back. That's also karma. Doesn't go away. If you don't do something about it, karma will keep coming back. But also some kind of story, some kind of situation that wouldn't go away, kept coming back and growing. Come to the edge is the other card here. Come to the edge. So he was living on the edge, or he felt like he was on the edge. Okay. On the edge. Yeah. He felt like he was on the edge ever since last year. And that's when Reza disappeared, right? She disappeared 8 months ago. But his colleague. But here's the thing. He was on the edge and he felt that he felt like if he was too close to the edge and anyone or someone could go poof or and he would just like drop off. But he himself was not involved in something sinister. Actually, he was very invested in aliens and the disclosure of aliens, because I have the Lovers. This is a very powerful card. It's major arcana as well. So it just shows that he was living and breathing this project, this work he was doing. He wasn't the one who was bad and did bad things. He was surrounded by people whose intentions were bad and did not align with his morals, ethics, and personal ambitions and just actions as well. So, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Is he safe? That will be the next question. I'm already highlighting your question. And then we'll chat. I just want to keep going. Where is he and is he safe right now? This is my next question. And then I'm going to ask who threatened him. Let's see if I can get that. Why do I keep connecting to his wife? I don't even know what she's called. I keep seeing every time I ask a question, poof, she pops up. I've no idea. I don't know. It's almost like she's trying to block me. Why is this woman trying to block me? She's with us. She's not, but her energy, her spirit is trying to block me. I'll ask that later. Hold on. You guys, 90 in the room. Don't forget to like this video. That's one way of showing how much you love this channel, these readings, and this community. Okay, so where is William? Is he safe right now? Where is William? Is he safe? He's hiding. Okay. It may appear that this was a very spontaneous act, that he just walked out of his home, left the phone, which is essential to everyone nowadays, and his prescription glasses. It feels planned to me. It was not something that he was planning for months, but it's something that it didn't just happen, okay? The day before, the day he disappeared, he received someone. I'm seeing a delivery. So I'm seeing like a courier service, like someone handing him, not a courier, but it's symbolic. A lot of times, I receive things. It's not exactly what happened, but it's like symbolic to what happened. So I'm seeing like a UBS guy handing him what seems like a manila folder, an A4 manila folder with paper documents inside. This is what I'm seeing. This happened the day before. But what I am seeing right now is that he is somewhere safe. He's in hiding, and okay, why did they block me straight away when I got to that? So I just saw that there's someone who helped him. So helped him hide, helped him with fresh new clothes and food, but then as soon as I saw that, they just completely blocked me. Huh. Hold on. Let me see. The Hierophant definitely hiding. Hierophant is the government, the state, the higher ups. Let's see. Is he safe? Safe of wands. Safe. I said safe of wands. 7 of wands. I said safe of wands, but that's to say that he is safe. He's not in the country. He's not in New Mexico. He's probably in Mexico. He's not in the country right now. Right now. Judgment. They're after him. They were after him. 10 of Pentacles. They were after him and after what he knows and what he received the day before. That's what made him leave. King of Cups. I don't know why I bit on my card. This is this guy here. Is this the guy who's helping him? I feel so. Let me ask this question. Hold on. Let me pull an oracle card, and then I will ask if Reza, his colleague, ex-colleague, is with him. Just a feeling I have. Let's see. Is he safe or is he? He's not in the country. He's not in New Mexico. Where's William? Oop. Thank you. All that glitters. All that glitters is not gold. Where is he? You know what I heard now? Actually, where's don't laugh, but go with me, okay? Or stay with me, what I mean. Where is Fort Knox? Is it in Texas? Can 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 someone tell me? Is it in Texas? Where is Fort Knox? Wherever Fort Knox is, well, he's not in Fort Knox, but he's in that area or in that state. Oh, it's in Kentucky, Denise says. It's in Kentucky. Well. He may be there. That's what I'm getting. Hold on. Let me get one. Where is he? Can he be more specific? Where is he? That makes sense because I do see a lot of what's going on. Too many cards. 3 cards. I'll read them. I'll take them. Building blocks. Regeneration again. Exchanging gifts. I'm telling you, someone's helping. Someone is helping him. This male, this King of Cups that I'm seeing here is the one that's harboring him and helping him. Someone trustworthy. Someone who is also afraid. I'm getting regeneration definitely has to do with they're after him. They're after William. Building blocks. Yeah, he's moving around right now as we speak. He is in Kentucky, so wherever Fort Knox is, and he moves around for now. So he is safe, very stressed. So let me ask the next. Okay, I have a lot of questions. I know you guys have a lot of questions, but hold on. My next question is, let me see if I can, let me see what I get about this woman that also, his colleague that also disappeared last year. What can you tell me? Show me. Because the next question is, I got that he'll be found unalived. So the next question I want to ask, but first I'm going to look into the colleague is like, what happens? Like what is about to happen that is going to take his life, you know? We'll look into that. Hold on. So let me look into this. I remember her name is Reza. That's all I remember, but hold on. Ooh. I connected to Reza, his colleague that went missing, and this card jumped out, the same card that jumped out when I started reading William, 7 of Swords. Foul play. I tell you, all of this is foul play. There's a reason these people disappear. Okay, it's out of fear for their lives. They're in grave danger. Let me see if Rez is alive, first of all. I hope she is, but I got Page of Wands before too. She received the same information. Same cards. I'm done. You guys, there is someone in the government or some kind of group. These are all my opinions for entertainment purposes only, okay? There is a group, a secret group, and this group is after William. They were after Reza, now William, and there's going to be a third person. Because I just saw the 3 of Cups in my mind. There's going to be a third disappearance. I'm going to pull one more card. 5 of Cups. She was worried too. Let me pull an Oracle card. Let's see if she's first of all, is she alive? Hold on. No. She's not with us. I'm just so angry right now. I'm so angry. These innocent people. Because I believe they're both innocent. They didn't do anything wrong. Round and round, round and round, round and round. They are looking for him. Reza was found and unfortunately and allegedly was taken out. And now they're going round and round looking for William. And what's interesting is this is not, the Nancy Guthrie case has been in the news for the past, how long has it been now? Weeks. Okay. Everyone was talking about it. Everyone was covering it. Where's Nancy? Where's Nancy? No one's really talking about this. No one's really talking about this. This is huge. This is huge. So there's a reason for that. Round and round, I keep hearing. All right, so let's get to my last question and then I'll get to your questions. Look at this. Cut the deck to shuffle and I have the tower. He's going to be found by them. And they're going to take him out. Magician. I'll tell you how they found Reza and how they will find William. They're using the CIA works with remote viewers. Okay, they train in remote viewing. They have a remote viewer. Maybe that's why I was blocked before. That's why I was blocked when I connected and I saw. That makes sense. So someone's watching me right now and I feel that, but I'm protected. I just need to put a shield over me, right? So they can't really see who I'm connecting to, how I'm connecting to, and what I'm receiving. I'll do this in a minute when I finish my thought here. So they found his colleague through remote viewing, and they will find William through this remote viewer location and everything. If you guys give me a minute so I can just put some extra safeguards here. Okay. I hope it works. So what I've done is I've darkened the periphery of my energy fields. So anyone who tries to penetrate or tries to peek, all they will see is darkness. Okay. So, but I don't know if it's going to work with some of these remote viewers that the CIA works with. They're extremely good. Okay. They're very, very good. Okay. All right. Back to William. That's how he's going to be found. That's how he's going to be found. He's aware of all these things, by the way. He's aware how the CIA works and that how remote viewing works and all that. He works with aliens, so he knows about telepathy and remote viewing, et cetera, et cetera. So that is what frightens him, which is interesting, which is why I could hear him. He came in and he said, don't want to be found. And what was the other one? Not suicidal. So, and then there was nothing. I couldn't really connect to his energy. So he's taking measures, all right, to protect himself, but it's not going to be enough, unfortunately. It's not going to be enough. He will be found, and I believe it's going to be around September time. All right, let's get to your questions now. It was some government remote view is trying to remote view you. Yes, they do that. They do that. I can remote view people or places and things like that too. I choose not to unless it's some kind of case or some kind of or a reading that I would need to. I don't because I don't like prying and I don't. It's people's privacy. It's unethical. It's unethical unless I have a reading with you and someone says, yeah, it's okay. It's okay to remove. For instance, I've had readings where relatives have been looking for missing relatives that have been missing for a long time. They come to me and they ask me, are they alive? Can you see where they are, etc. In that case, I take their consent and for me to remote view around their family, around them, etc., and try to unravel a case. But I'm not going to do it when we do these types of readings. Rarely do I do. Sometimes I will connect, especially if it's like someone who has passed and it's an older case. But for ethical reasons, I won't. But not all remote viewers are ethical. Maybe we should start. Actually, it's a good idea. You just gave me an idea. Was it Joey that I may do a course, another intensive course about remote viewing for beginners? That would be really interesting. All right, so let's see your questions. Let me see. Let me see. No, I won't. I've seen sort of like where he is right now. Not exactly. Well, I did say near Fort Knox, but I'm not going to give more information. I see where he is or what that place he lives in and sleeps in looks like, but I'm that's why I didn't say anything. God. Oh yeah, I forgot about the eclipses in August. You're so right. So it makes total sense. Total sense. All right, let me look at your questions. If I missed any, drop them down below. Why he doesn't want to be found? Does that mean he's hiding? 100% he is hiding. He doesn't want to be found. Not even his wife knows where he is. He hasn't I get that he hasn't made contact with his wife, but I want to say this, okay? This is my opinion. I've got to be careful here. This is based on my opinions here, okay? For entertainment purposes only, but I feel that he didn't trust his wife 100%. Take that as you will. And I'm not talking about cheating and things like that. Regarding these classified information and what he was working on, I don't feel that he trusted her fully. Where was he based? I have no idea, Moipan. Antarctica, Greenland? I don't know if anyone can answer that question. Was he based? Yeah, he was. I just asked, and I did get that he was based somewhere where it's covered in snow, but I'm not sure about that. Oh, I can't tell for sure because I didn't get that, but it feels to me like any kind of alien, all types, all kinds. Yeah, I think I've answered that. This I feel this the government's involved, the CIA is involved, and this mystery group, secret mystery group. They want to unalive him just for some alien information. Seems they think everyone's dumb. Most people now think there are aliens in the universe. Yeah, I agree with you. A lot of people believe in aliens and believe that there are, other species and other entities, like, galactic entities out there. But trust and believe, Joey, that if an alien landed in the middle of Madison Square Garden or something like that, okay, people would freak out. As much as people are like, yay, we want to see the aliens, please come. Come on, we're waiting for the aliens, come save us, blah, blah, blah. Well, when they arrive, people will still be in disbelief and in shock. Okay. And I believe it has to do with the type of information. It hasn't I don't feel it's about the aliens, that aliens exist and all that. We all know they exist. Most of us do. Some people just don't want to see it. Too scared. But it's more so maybe about what came out, like the findings, as I said earlier, the findings of these experiments and this project that they're doing. Something huge came out of this. And I know Trump recently said that we're going to disclose all that. We've heard this. We've been hearing things not just from Trump. Okay, let's be fair. So many people have been saying, we will disclose about aliens. They only give us like breadcrumbs. No one's really come out and said, you know what? I've seen them. I've been a part of them. Here are pictures. Here are videos. This is what they told us. This is what they want. No one does it. All right. So I believe in this folder, in these papers and these documents, okay, these fatal documents that he received, or this information that he had and was then threatened, it's deeper and bigger than just disclosing about aliens. This is what I'm getting. Again, I'm blocked from seeing what it is. Let me tell you, these remote viewers and the psychics that the CIA work with, really good, really good. Okay, very good. They know how to, okay, pull down the curtain for the rest of us not to be able to see what is going on. Will the alien beings make themselves fully known to the point no one can deny their existence? Yes. Yes, absolutely. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming soon. And I will share with you guys something, which I did mention in the video yesterday, but I believe I went deeper into it and then I cut it out because I thought it wasn't the place to really get into it because it was just sharing my predictions one after the other. But what I will tell you is, you guys don't panic, okay? Just please don't panic because there is no reason to panic. I did see, remember back in January when I did predict and I had seen that there was going to be a war, that Iran was going to be hit and there was going to be war in the area, in the Middle East. Something else that I saw that I didn't share with you guys, and I did it because I wanted to protect you, not because I'm not transparent. I tell you everything. But certain information I have to hold back on or I have to hold off on because either the world's not ready to receive this information. Either it could be that I need to sit on it and process it and understand it and then share it with the world, or to protect you guys, I'll just keep it to myself and then release it at some point when I feel energetically that the time is right. So this is one of those cases. Back then, when I did see what was going to happen in Iran, I did see that there were going to be mini nuclear weapons that were going to be used eventually in this war. I still feel it. But before anyone panics, okay, I don't want you panicking. These are smaller nuclear, they're not Hiroshima, okay, type nuclear bombs. They're smaller bombs. They're nuclear. They have enough nuclear whatever it's called, the substance, whatever it's called, for them to, when they hit a target, for everything around that target for miles to be completely destroyed. But it's not the type of nuclear camera. I'm not an expert. I'm just telling you what I get, psychically, energetically, and intuitively. These are very powerful. They do a lot of damage, but they are not Hiroshima type nuclear weapons. So back to the aliens. What I want to say with this, what I was shown was that, and if you think that Iran is going to be the one who's going to press the red button, you're very wrong. I believe it's going to be Israel, actually. All right? Okay. Now, aliens, one thing they don't want is for us to completely obliterate our world and completely destroy our world. That's one thing they don't want, these higher beings. So I saw that that is going to be prevent, like a big nuclear catastrophe is going to be prevented. But it doesn't mean that we're not going to have smaller bombs flying. People are worried that this is going to, I know in England, they're very worried. It's the media, you guys. They're fear mongering. Don't listen, because the media is like, you know what? Iran has a ballistic that was able to reach the Isle of Garcia. And that's, I don't know how many thousand miles from Iran. Well, that means that it can reach the UK. They are not going to attack Europe in that way. They are going to attack Europe via terrorism, hackings, blackouts. Okay? This is what's going to happen. But in that area, yes, Israel is because they're losing, whether they like it or not, they're losing the war. They're now threatening their allies to step in and help them. And their allies are like, nope, we'll just sit here and drink our tea and just watch you guys self-destruct while oil goes up and everything gets super expensive, and then we're going to have a global financial recession again. But it's not going to be it's not going to last as long as the 2008, just so you know, the huge global recession we had. So they are not, the aliens, the extraterrestrials are going to help humanity in that respect. But humans have to put in the work. We have to do something about this. This is a big lesson. Big lesson to all of us. Who we vote, who we trust, and who we give our power to. Things have to change. Look at Nepal. Gen Z was responsible for the downfall of their government. And now one of the what are they called? The potential prime ministers or presidents, I'm not sure what exactly title they have, but I believe it's like a rapper who's very popular and much loved there. Look how, if you want to change things and you're not afraid, we all have the power. So this is a big lesson what's happening to us. And it is, because by the time we get to 2030, okay, life will be so different on Earth. So different. Yes, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. You know, we have to go through the birth canal. It's dark, it's messy, it's painful, it's stressful. We don't know what's on the other end of the tunnel, but we're in the birth canal. And when we are out, there's life. We can breathe. There's light. Remember that. Remember that. Oh, you guys, Danny gifted a Femtaro membership. Make sure you thank her. Thank you so much for being so generous and so kind, my love. Okay, when will he be ready to receive this information? We aren't an advanced enough species to know. When will we be ready to receive this information? Very soon. Okay, very soon. I feel 2026, latest by 2027, boom, the aliens will appear. Evidence, and they will appear, as I said in my video yesterday. They're gonna decide how they're gonna appear to us. It could be someone takes a video and suddenly there is an alien, and you know, people debunk the video as real and not AI, because now we have AI. Don't forget, AI is big distraction right now, not destruction. Distract. I'm a proponent of AI if we have safeguards. And the other thing that really annoys me, which is why I don't use ChatGPT at all anymore. I used to use it. Just nope, I'm done. Why? Because they can read and follow your chats with the AI. I don't like that. I don't like that. So there's a lot of things. So where was I? I lost my train of thought. We aren't an advanced species to know, but yet we are getting there. Now, with this mass awakening that's happening in the collective, that's why it's happening now. This is all a mass awakening. Mass. Let me tell you guys, I know I mentioned him a lot. My husband, he's a prime example of a typical 3D guy, okay? He's a finance guy. He studied finance. He works in real estate investment and whatnot. He's very, he's an Aquarius with a Capricorn rising. So he's someone who's very grounded, someone who is, he loves to read a lot. So he loves to do his own research through reading. He's not a woo woo guy. He's not an energy guy. He's not all that. He's not an astrology guy. And we've been married, I don't know how long now, 18, 19 years. It's been a long time. I've stopped counting. But the point here is, let me tell you, the last few months, or maybe even a year, like we talk about things that we would never talk about before, such as astrology, energy, what's happening in the world, what my predictions are. He now asks me things and he believes me. Like he truly believes. Before it was like he believed me. I'm his wife and he believes in my abilities and my gifts and all that because he's seen it. But he was very 3D. It was very like, I need to rationalize, I need to understand something in order for me to believe it, right? Let me tell you, he's super fully wide awake now. I'm very happy. I knew that that would come and he needed his time to get there, even though he's married to someone like me. But there's a lot of people like that out there, but they're awakening. And that's why I feel this year, and especially as a trigger, the trigger is going to be the Middle Eastern war, because this is not over. I've talked about, and I do see that the next thing that's coming after the Middle Eastern war is issues in Southeast Asia. I see China slowly but surely moving into Taiwan. There's going to be issues there. We're going to have conflicts there. And that's going to be much worse than this one. I mean, it's so far away from all of us, but that's going to be worse because if already we're worried about fuel, we're worried about the cost of living. Can you imagine if like China gets involved in this, which is one of the biggest industrial complexes of the world? So a lot is happening in the next 2 years, but instead of panicking, I want you guys to see it. This is how I see it, and this is what's keeping me sane and grounded, right? I'm seeing it that, listen, it's going to be a tough next couple of years, but I know that by 2030, 2029, 2030, that the world will change and things will be so much more beautiful, and human beings will have evolved so much spiritually by that time, that we're going to change the way we live. We're going to change so much in our world. Even the way we communicate is going to change very much, because we're now ascending and we are awakening, and telepathy is going to get like, it's going to become like a thing. We're ready. That you see this in with people. Like I have people, for instance, I have friends that they will say, like, I'll call them, right? I'll call them or I text them. I'm not a big caller, I'm a texter. And I'm like, I'd rather, like, let's text, let's just check in on each other. But if we really want to catch up, I'd rather do it face to face. I'm that type of person. I hate spending time on the phone and chat. I want to be able to see, I want to feel your energy. I love you, I miss you. You're my person for reasons. I want to see you. I don't want to just talk to you. But I see with people, like, for instance, I will text or call someone just to arrange like a meeting, like a meetup or something. And they'll be like, I dreamt of you last night. I felt you last night. I was just thinking of calling you. Telepathy, honey. Telepathy. And these are not people who are psychic or uber like spiritual or anything like that. No, no, no. So this is where it's all heading. So, Salma says, I heard someone predict that Israel will throw nuclear bombs on Damascus, Syria twice, but it won't explode, probably because of one of the star seeds in Syria anchoring positive energy. Could be, I don't know. I didn't see anything about Syria, but very likely. Because I saw that there are going to be nuclear bombs used, but the level of destruction is not the one that we are all imagining. Okay, it's going to be, listen, it took Israel to completely destroy, okay, Gaza. I think it took a year or so. If they wanted to do it, so a year, I don't think financially they can do it. I don't think that their people, like, their army, military, and everything is going to be able to continue in this way. So with Gaza, they didn't use nuclear weapons, but what they did to Gaza, they could do with just pressing a button. What they did in 1 year, they can do in like 5 minutes. So yeah, everyone's talking about Iran and how Iran's got nuclear bombs and nuclear and how they are a major threat. Well, Iran is not going to throw any nuclear bombs. The first one who will do it, in my opinion, is Israel. In that direction, though. So yeah. The war with Iran is another look over here tactic used by the Orange One to prevent the full release of. Well, I'm glad, Denise, you say that, because I was thinking of mentioning this. We need to continue talking about Epstein, okay? Just because there's a war there and all eyes are there because everyone's worried about the cost of living, about fuel, all of that, and what's going to happen. And of course, the media is going to fearmonger people, believing that bombs and atomic bombs and nuclear bombs are going to fly and kill us all wherever we live. Right? This is BS. Don't listen to all that. But the Epstein stuff is something that we have to continue posting about, talking about, and drawing eyes on that. Okay. Trump, dude, all right. We all see what's happening here. We all see. But what makes me happy is that he's having sleepless nights, because I did connect to his energy briefly. I do like a little check-in. He has sleepless nights. That's why he sounds delusional now. That's why his Truth Social posts sound delusional. Lack of sleep, stress, health issues, major health issues. And the lack of sleep is due to the fact that he feels duped. He feels duped. Getting into this war, he really thought this was going to be a Venezuela using these hyper new technology bombs and things that he has. He thought, you know what he's doing to Cuba now. Cuba is next. No one's talking about what's happening in Cuba, but let's talk about what's happening in Cuba. They have power outages. They're in the dark. They don't have water. They're in the dark in Cuba. And you know what they're doing, okay? I told you this after the Maduro stuff, when it came down, I said Cuba and generally South America is not safe from his plans of what he's going to do. But this is on the sly now. This is happening on the sly. It's like, look over there. Look over there. But, ooh, let's get rid of these files. Let's invade Cuba. Let's do this. Let's do that. We're not going to stop talking about all this. No, absolutely not. Is it? Is the video fuzzy? I'm sorry. I don't know. It's also Mercury. I mean, technically, Mercury is now has station. It's now going back direct, but this is the shadow period, and this is always the worst period. So for the next couple of days, just be aware that the Mercury retrograde energy is going to be super, super potent. Just be aware of that. Val, are things did is the video better now? Let me know. I want to hang out in person. That call text a friend boxed to me. They can on the fry can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I don't have the bandwidth to be on the phone. I really want to see my friends and my loved ones in person. I just can't. Okay. Everyone's saying video is fine now. Okay, thank you. I don't know what happened, but sometimes things happen during this shadow period. Um, oh yeah, this is the real Trump. Oh yeah. Do you believe everything that he says? He's a Gemini after all. He lies. Geminis lie. Don't go after me, Geminis. I know I'm generalizing right now. But I mean, Trump does not have a good track record when it comes to saying the truth. Okay, so this is the real Trump, and this is a Trump who's like a flip flopper. And of course, you guys, he knows his time is almost up. He knows. Do you guys think that he's gonna win the midterm elections? If he gets to that point, because he ain't gonna get that point. I don't know why I'm speaking like that right now, but I'm pissed. I'm pissed with him. Um, so no. What he's trying to do is he's making himself and his family richer and more powerful. That's what he's doing at the end of the day. That is his top priority. The rest comes later, in my opinion. You need him. I said I'm generalizing. Okay. Geminis do tend to stretch the truth. Okay. This is because like Geminis like to talk, they're storytellers, and they do tend to like embellish things. This is in the Gemini, but when it comes to Trump, and I was being specific about Trump, and look at his chart, he has a Leo rising. Look at his chart, he has a lot of Gemini. He stretches the truth, he embellishes. No, I take that back. He doesn't embellish. He lies. He lies. Are you American or British? You may can't like a British. Yes, this is sounding good, but a lot of people are confused by my accent. Okay, so I am one of the I don't know there's a name for it when that I pick up other people's accents. And it's embarrassing because let's say when I talk to South Africans, I pick up the South African accent and I will start using I will have a South African accent, and people might think that I'm mocking them. I'm not. I guess this is because I've always been like I always went to international schools and British schools. And when I was in the British boarding school, I had a very posh accent. Very posh accent. Not I've always had it. If you hear my mom, you can actually find a video where my mom is on my channel. This is an older video, 3 or 4 years ago. She has a very posh British accent, and I do too when I go to England or when I talk to British people. But because I speak and I talk to so many Americans, and I have a lot of American friends, a lot of American clients, my accent just changed. It just went American. And sometimes the British will come out when I say can't or when I say MAGA. I don't say MAGA, I say MAGA. There's certain words that I say in a British accent. So to just the mystery of my accent, that's the truth. So, and also I went to international schools as well. And international schools, we all have the same. And when I was in that in the international school, we all had similar accents, which was Americanified, with an American twang, even like the Irish and the British and the Australians. We all adopted this more American twang, I would say. So that's why my accent is confusing. Also, I was raised trilingual. Raised trilingual, and that's why sometimes I stumble on my own words because my brain goes from one language to the other to one to. So sometimes when I'm tired or I'm in a very heavy, let's say, reading or something like that, sometimes I just find I need time to find the right word because my brain just goes from one language to the other. There's also that. I do speak 5 languages. Great. I'm with you, but sometimes my brain just works. It's all over the place. Hope that clarifies my accent because I've seen some comments. People are like, "Is that American accent? It doesn't sound like American." Or you? So there you go. That's it. Yeah, light mission. That I like that you have a transatlantic accent. It's mixed. Yes, I would. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Like when you hear my mom speak, very British accent. My dad, who's not British, my dad's from Mercia, he's half English, half British. My mom's half British, half Greek. My dad's got more, he's got a French English accent, very French English accent. And he speaks perfect English. He went to an English school, but his accent, my dad went to British school, English school, and he studied in England and he did his master's in England and everything. But he's got a French accent, which is interesting. So yeah, my brother has an American accent. My brother has an American accent. My sister has a British accent. It's confusing. It's confusing. Like when we're all together and we speak English because we speak English or French between us, people are like confused. They're like, what's going on here? Like so many accents. All right. So before we end this live, let's put to bed one of the bigger rumors, things going around online right now, which is Bibi Netanyahu, Benjamin Netanyahu alive? What's with all the AI videos? What is going on? What are they hiding from us? All of that. So I just want to put that to bed. He is alive. Okay. I've connected to his energy twice just to make sure. I did feel his energy. I even mentioned the predictions video, yesterday's predictions video, that I see his health declining. He has an autoimmune disease, but one of those like rare ones. And I got, when I connected to his energy just to see if he's alive or what's going on there, and I just got some information. And one of them was the autoimmune disease and the fact that he will pass just before 2031 or in 2031. I do feel so. I want to go back to this rumor. It was rumored that as soon as the war started, he flew to Berlin. And people were wondering, why did he go to Berlin? And then all the rumors were going around that he was flown to Berlin to a hospital there because he was heavily injured when Iran bombed one of his family homes. But it doesn't seem that other family members, like his wife has been seen, I believe, and she's fine. But someone asked me in one of my lives, Sunday lives in Psychic Hour, that, is it true that he went to Berlin? And it's true. He did go to Berlin. He did fly to Berlin. Was it a hospital? I'm not getting that. I'm just getting that now. I just heard now it was a hospital, but it was not because he was unconscious or heavily injured and they saved his life. There was a different reason. There's some kind of. I was just showing his heart. Did they put a pacemaker or something? It looks to me that they placed a pacemaker. You guys, it has nothing to do, like, and if you're asking why did he do that during the war, this was just like a day or two after the bombing of Iran. They did not expect, or Bibi did not expect, or did he care? I don't think so, that this would escalate to the point that it has. So this is what I'm getting. He is alive. He won't be alive for long, or at least not after 2031. And okay, I want to share this. Why? I was asking my guides, why put out all these like deceiving videos? Was this on purpose? Like, because they were tampered with. The videos, the coffee shop one, the other one where he's talking to the ladies, then there was another one from his cabinet meeting. Those were like real but doctored by AI and manipulated by AI. And I just asked my guides, why would he do that? He's like, it's all psychological warfare here. It's psyops. He wants us to wonder. He wants Iran to think that they were successful at thinking him. It's all part of the war games. It's all psychological games for this warfare. He just leaned into it. Like people that started going around, where's his BB? Where we haven't seen BB in 2 days. Where's BB? Where's BB? So they wanted to feed into that. So you know what? People were played by BB. He's a smart Scorpio. He's got a lot of Scorpio. To me, he gives me scorpionic energy. Don't mess with Scorpio, let me tell you, you know? So just putting that to bed because I got so many DMs and emails like, Natalie, what do you think? What do you think? So don't you already answer this? Is there a time frame for earthquake in Cali and would LA get hit? Yes, I see San Francisco is going to get hit. I do see its damages with the Golden State Bridge because when I saw my vision, I could see the Golden State Bridge swaying. When I cannot give you a time frame, and I'll tell you why. And thank you for the super chat, Goddess of Rocks. I love your name. Last year, when I came out publicly and shared this prediction, I was getting summer of 2025. It was either going to be like around Easter last year or summer. I was wrong. It did not happen. I had also gotten the same prediction for Greece, Turkey, for the Aegean Sea. In Greece and in Turkey, we had earthquakes, but not catastrophic, huge ones. Here in Greece, northern part of Greece, they're having a lot of seismic activity, a lot. They have like 10 or 15 earthquakes, 4.5 up to 4.9 every day. So something's brewing, definitely. So I cannot give you because obviously something changed there with the timeline. So I cannot, but I'll give you this. I added it in my spring summer predictions for a reason because when I asked my guides are reconnected to that energy of the earthquake, it was very vivid. And when I get things vividly, it means that something is coming. Okay, something is the near future rather than the far away, far into the future. So yeah, I'm afraid I cannot give you more. But when I do, or if I do, I will definitely come out and let you guys know, of course. But just be prepared. Goddess of Rocks, just be prepared. Just have cash at home. Just make sure you have non-perishable batteries, flashlights, candles, all of that. In case of in twin someone give listen, it's very hard for a psychic to give you the exact date of something. It's very, very difficult unless they get a specific download or they're channeling and they get it through a channel. It's like, I don't believe the people who say, on the 12th of March, this is going to happen. No, not even astrologers who can really bog down dates can give you can be accurate with dates, like with a specific date. So he will pass this year. I'll tell you that he will pass this year. And I feel it's going to be like now-ish, like around Easter, after Easter, like springtime. Hi, Rosie. Yes, we need to do that. I will write this down as well. You guys give me amazing suggestions for videos, and I write them down, and we will do them. CERN and portals. Yeah, it's interesting. We might do it next week. this one. I've written it down. Let's see. Yeah, Danny remembers that I've been saying San Fran for a long time. Yeah. I also no. Well, hold on. Let me clarify. The big catastrophic earthquake that I'm seeing is San Francisco. I know it's not near LA, but I also see an LA earthquake. It's not going to be as big as San Francisco, but I do see a big earthquake in LA too, or near the LA area where it's going to be felt in LA. Just to clarify, sorry if I confused you. How much rising consciousness of death, they will all get weaker because they feed on the collective energy of fear. Exactly. That's why I don't want anyone being afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You're giving away your power. That's why we'll uplift. I will post this week this meditation. It's going to be, listen, it's going to be a meditation. It's going to be music. It's going to be nice images, things that raise your vibration. You need to do breath work while you're listening or watching this video I'm going to put up. I've already started working on it. So this will really raise your vibration, will give you peace, and it's going to help the collective. I will post it this week as soon as I can. There was a Cosmopolitan Mag article that came out this week where sources close to Prince William said he doesn't want Andrew anywhere near Charles' funeral to protect Kate and their children. Yes, 100%. William does not. He is angry. I could feel like I was connecting yesterday to William, and I could sense anger, resentment. He's stressed out of his mind. Like, the poor guy, I feel bad for him. Andrew, he hates him. He literally hates Andrew. I believe it. I believe it. I know Cosmo is not, the source of accurate information, but I believe it because when I tapped into William, I saw that he has so much resentment and anger towards his uncle, even his dad. There's a lot of resentment with King Charles, and there's a lot internally. There's an internal struggle because obviously his father is terminally ill, and he's going to pass soon. And on the other hand, there's a lot of resentment and unresolved emotions and feelings there. So William right now is going through it. He's going through it. I mean, he had his wife who had cancer, his father has cancer, his uncle just ridiculed the whole family and himself. Like, it's just a lot that he's going through. I feel for this cancer man. I do. And being a cancer man as well, lives in his feelings. Oh my God. Oh my God. I just wouldn't want to be, I'll be honest, I wouldn't want to be Kate, Princess Catherine right now, and have him around the house because, oh my God, the moaning, the moodiness, the bad mood. No, thank you. I mean, this is how I feel William is feeling right now. Yes, she's actually on my list. I don't know why I haven't done her yet. You're so right. Let me write this down. I write them now because afterwards I always forget to include them. I have her on my list. Let me check. Yeah. She wasn't. She wasn't on my list. So she's on my list now. Yeah, 100% we're gonna do it. All right. Have I? When did I? Did I do on Natalie Holloway? I don't remember doing one. Or am I thinking of I've done on Natalie Wood. I've done on Natalie Wood, but I don't think I've done on Holloway. I'll check. If I haven't, I will. Okay, I'm going to answer this last question and then we'll just wrap it up slowly. Will America and the next administration be able to restore the relationship? No, it's dead. The reason why I say it's dead, because I saw this last or 2 years ago in my downloads that NATO is not going to be, it's going to split up. It's going to be 2 or 3 NATOs in the future. So, and America is going to be part of one of the three NATOs, but it's not going to be all to get everyone together anymore. It's going to split, and this is the beginning of the end of NATO. I've said this before. I said this, I believe, I don't remember when, but in the past, I also saw that Trump somehow, but I couldn't see it there. I couldn't see how Trump would be able to, but I could see that Trump is like the one who starts the snowball effect with NATO. Yeah. I could bring someone. I actually have someone that I like, and she's very good at astrocartography. I'll bring her on the channel so she will explain it. I totally 100% believe in it. I totally believe, because it's all energy. It has to do with the ley lines. It has to do with the location, the energy of the location. So you just gave me an amazing idea. I'll reach out to her and see if she wants to come on, and then we can do a live, and you guys can ask her all the questions, and she'll explain everything for you. Thank you, Luna's mom, Tracy. Yes, don't forget everybody to like this video. Also, hold on. Oh, wait, what's going on here? What is going on here? Hold on. Okay, yeah. And don't forget to like this video on your way out. Don't forget to also to check out the activation workshop. Down below, you'll find a link to the page of that. And if you're not following me already, do follow me on Substack. A lot of stuff. I write a lot about a lot of interesting stuff, a lot of things that we do cover here, but I go more into it there. I love writing, by the way. So follow me on Substack as well. Soon, in a few hours, I will release my predictions, the ones from the video, from yesterday's video. I've also added them as a blog post, and I just explain a little bit. I go into my predictions a little bit more, but it's also another place where we can keep all these predictions and keep an eye on things and what's happening. But thank you all for, yay, Goddess of Rocks became a member. I love it. So next Friday, you guys, we're going to do a members live, because I know you missed them. I'm sorry if I haven't been consistent with those, but every Friday there's something with a fam every Friday. But next Friday, we'll do a members only. And as you guys know, on members only, we talk about things that we cannot openly talk about here without fear of getting my channels censored or, flagged. And also, I give out free readings for the members. So one question readings, they're really, really good, really fun. So if you want to become a member, you can join us today. Let's see. I'm a senior friend who would tag team true crime. Yeah, oh, you mean Psychic Jamie? I know, but the thing with Psychic Jamie is that I cannot commit to meeting every week and doing this collab. In the future, we will, until summer, because I have so many projects I'm working on right now. And my focus is in so many things. For instance, I'm almost done with my Oracle deck. I have an Oracle deck, and you guys are going to love it. It reads amazingly. This is for beginners and advanced readers, you guys. So now I'm in the sort of hunt for an illustrator, because I have everything ready. I'm writing my book. There's just so much going on right now, and I cannot commit. So it's my fault. Basically, it's my fault, but we will pick that up again in summer, after summer, our collab with Jamie, when as soon as I'm done with everything that I'm working on right now. I'm just getting all these stuff ready for you guys, the Oracle cards, and I'm also working on my book, which is coming out with a tarot deck. I'm telling you, there's just so much I'm working on right now, but I'm excited about the Oracle deck, you guys, because it's going to help you learn how to read. This is how I created this. I've created this so you can read it very direct, okay? You can read the cards and get the message straight away, or you can go deeper with these cards and do shadow work and go deep, deep, deep and find the deeper answers to your questions. So I'll announce everything as soon as we're ready. I'm just so excited. I just couldn't help not share with you guys, but I'm just looking for the right illustrator for my deck. I don't use AI. We'll never use AI, just so you know. I do not like card creators, tarot card or oracle creators who use AI. I do not. They're dead to me. Energetically, they're dead to me. There's nothing. There's no. I want to feel the energy, creator's energy come through, because me too. I was channeling when I was creating these cards for you guys. 100% I was channeling. I opened up to spirit and I said, okay, we're going to sit down and we're going to help people find answers through my deck. Okay. And you don't do that. AI doesn't do that. It doesn't do that. So I'm just saying. Yes, deck, book, and bundle. Yes, it's going to be a book. I'm not going to reveal too much because this is such a fantastic idea. And also, I don't want anyone else stealing my idea. But let me tell you this. The book, I'll tell you this. The book is going to be fiction. So it's going to be stories. It's going to be beautiful stories, short stories. But through those stories, you're going to learn tarot. You're going to learn tarot, symbolism, the Kabbalah, everything that's in tarot. Okay? Everything through these stories. It's not going to seem to you like you're reading like a guidebook or a book which teaches you tarot. No, this is going to be, you're going to be on the beach, on your sun lounger, reading my book, just enjoying your time, taking a highlighter and highlighting things that pop out the page for you. And then the tarot deck is the one that is going to depict the stories, and then you'll be able to read them. See, I revealed too much, but that's the idea behind it. You heard it here first. If anyone steals my idea, I know where to find you. All right. All right. I'm sold. It's going to be a bestseller. We're going to make it a bestseller. It is my dream, you guys. I'm going to cry now. I'm getting so passionate and so excited about them. This is my dream. So we are going to make them bestsellers. And everything I do, you guys, I have you in mind. I promise you, I have you in mind. Everything that I make, everything that I say, I want everything that I make to be accessible to everyone, first of all. And second of all, for everyone to be able to learn how to be a psychic and connect to their intuition. And there are ways to do it without you feeling overwhelmed. And that's what I'm working on. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining. Have a beautiful Sunday. I'll be seeing you next week. Make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure that you've clicked on the bell and you get notified as soon as I also post the meditation. You should all do it. Let's help the collective. Let's help the world. Let's change the overall energy and how things are going right now. We can all do it. I love you guys. Take care. Until next time. Bye.